Welcome back to another Pokemon Falling Friday, home of the OG weekly market updates. Every Friday we go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going down in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news like cards are set to get revealed. And we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Collectr. This app is the best of the best when it comes to tracking your collection. I have tried every other app and no other app even compares. They have over 25 different TCGs with almost 2 million products tracked. They're always trying to improve by adding new cards, boxes, and features, so let us know down below if there's anything they need to work on. And they got some crazy stuff happening in 2026. I'm working very closely with them. They're super nice people. They also do more giveaways than anyone in this entire hobby. We're actually doing a collab giveaway very soon in the next couple weeks. We're going to be giving away a super cool box or a super cool card. And we're going to be giving away some of my brand new binder bound merch. If you guys did not know, I just dropped my very first merch. We got the binder bound t-shirt and the hoodie. These are available right now. I just think this is some of the coolest merch out there because it's not, technically Pokemon themed. So anybody could wear this if, you're somebody who doesn't like to wear Pokemon stuff, or if you collect Lorcana or One Piece or sports cards or anything like that. It just works for everybody. So definitely check that out. And then also, if you're going to grade through PSA for your first time, click my link in the description and use the code BEARD25 at checkout. And you receive $25 off your very first submission. All the links are in the description. All right, let's get into it. Hop into PokeBeard here. We got another new Chinese exclusive. It says the set will feature a new special illustration rare for Iron Hands EX and a new gold version of Palpad. Like other recent Chinese cards, these are likely to remain Chinese exclusive since the original cards were released in older sets. Check that out. Let me know down below. I feel like Iron Hands has some very unique arts. I'm a big fan. I'm very happy that we're starting to get a little bit more special illustration rares on the Chinese side instead of just pure art rares. So these are the 3 we have right now, or 4 technically with this trainer. Let me know down below which one is your favorite of these 4 exclusive Chinese special illustration rares. I'm going to have to go... Arcanine is definitely my favorite Pokemon, but that Iron Hands is pretty sweet. I'm going to have to go with Iron Hands. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Oh, we got another one down here too, another trainer. I always forget about the trainers. You guys know I don't really collect a ton of trainers. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff moving down in price today. We got Battle Styles Booster Box. Was at $289. Now last sold $262, $265, $268. Next, we got the Brilliant Stars Booster Box. Was at $548. Now last sold $492, $480, $489. I really hope Sword and Shield drops a lot, so we all have another chance to pick up some of these cool boxes for a decent price. Next, we got Chilling Rain at $579. Last sold $489, $499, $510. And then we do have a sale at $558. Next, Lost Origin was at $824. Now last sold $730, $750, $713. Next, we got the Silver Tempest Booster Box was at $489. Now last sold $460, $459, and $549. We can get this one shipped right now for $460. Now we are going to do some Scarlet and Violet booster boxes. We got the Mega Evolution. This is the regular one. Was at $342, got down to $277, back up to $320, down to $296, back up to $303, and now last sold $250, $288, $280. And we can get this one shipped right now for $250 plus $15 in shipping, but that is from a brand new seller. The next cheapest one is $275 plus $8 in shipping. Next, we have Palais Evolve Booster Box. Was at $477. Now last sold $434, $415, $445, and $400. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Booster Box. This was at $303. Now last sold $235, $265. Next, Paradox Rift was at $325. Now last sold $268, $265, $259. And that was it. So if you guys did not know, if I do not put a box on here, that just means they're not going down in price. So that was all the booster boxes that were actually going down in price. The rest are either leveled out or, maybe they're down like $1 or something like that, and I don't add it. So same thing for the regular ETBs. This is the Fusion Strike regular ETB was at $235. Now last sold $214, $206, $210. This is basically the only regular Sword and Shield ETB that is going down in price right now. And this is the only regular, Scarlet and Violet era ETB that is going down in price right now. Destined Rivals is down like $2, but that's about it. So Paldean Fates was at $296. Now that's sold $280, $265, $260, $280. Next, we have the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. This was at $510. Now last sold $418, $410, $380, $427, and one with the picture at $369. Next, we got the Black Bolt Pokemon Center ETB was at $245. Now last sold $210, $206, $195. We also have the White Flare Pokemon Center ETB just starting to come down. Was at $211. Now last sold $193, $188, $179. Next, we have the Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETB was at $385. Now last sold $350, $365, $347, $369. Even got the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. This was at $299. Now last sold $240, $279, $291, $293, and one with the picture at $259. Shroud of Fable was at $200 for like a day. Now last sold $155, $159, $157. Next, we got the Mega Evolution Lucario. Gardevoir is like the same price, doing the same thing pretty much. So it's at $400 on release. Now that's sold $237, $236, $215, $220. Next, we have the 151 UPC. This is at $625. Now that's sold $582, $599. Looks like it's starting to come back up on price a little bit. Just a dollar or two. All right, now we're getting to some cards. We got the Magikarp illustration. Where was at $405. Now last sold $305, $374, $314. Then we got the Seismitoad. Look at that chart. Just up and down, up and down. Got all the way up to 227, down to 150, up to 221. Now last sold 184, 178, 179. Next, we got the T-Tar. Got up to $82. Now last sold 64, 59, 73, 68. Now there's a bunch of illustrationers that are coming down, but a lot of them are just down like a dollar or two right now, so I didn't add every one. Next, we got the Ghastly. Went up to $85. Now last sold 61, 65, 62, 82. And then we got the Misty Psyduck. This is at $76. Now last sold 63, 63, 65. And the Charmander from 151. So that's $62. Now last sold 54, 55, 49. Next, we got the Misty's Lapras. Got all the way up to $43. That was pretty good. Now last sold 34, 36, 43, 34, 43. And then we got the Marshadow. Look at that spike. Went up to $77. Now last sold 30, 35, 31. Then we're going to jump to some Mega Evolution cards. We got the Ivysaur illustration rare. Last sold 25, 24, and lightly played at 26 for some reason. This is at 37 for a while. Then we got the regular Bulbasaur illustration rare. Last sold 22, 21, 20. The promo, which is the same as this, and the box topper, is going up in price just a dollar or two. So I'll put that on Market Monday. Next, we got the Vulpix. This is at $30. Now last sold 21, 18, 17. Beautiful art on that card. And even the Steelix was at 25. Now last sold 13, 10, 11. And now we're getting to some special illustration rares. We got the Bubble Mew was at $701. Now last sold $565, $575, $601. Then we got the Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. This was at $315. Now last sold $295, $287. And we got the new Mega Gardevoir from Mega Evolution. This is at $327. Now last sold $260, $240, $258, $278. And the Mega Lucario was at $305. Now last sold $285, $290, $280. And then the Charizard EX from 151 was at $308. Now last sold $275, $267, $250, $229, $228. We can get it shipped right now from a good seller for about $267. And then we got the Mega Venusaur special illustration rare from Mega Evolution. This is at $231. Now last sold $189, $190, $190. Then I think we got one more Mega card, the Mega Latias EX. This is at $254. Now last sold $159, $159, $160. I have a feeling this is going to be like a $90 card. I feel like kind of right with my Lodic and stuff like that. But you never know. Next, Zapdos got up to $97. So close to being a $100 card. Now last sold $80, $75, $77, $88. Same with the Blastoise. Got up to $97. And now last sold $81, $80, $82, And now we got some celebrations cards. We got the gold Mew. This is at $65. Now that's sold $48, $47, $35. And the Charizard. This is at $142. Now last sold $126, $123. And the Gold Star Umbreon was at $109. Now last sold $75, $74, $80. Then the Mega Rayquaza. This got up to $63, which is just crazy. Now last sold $51, $45, $45. And the Shining Magikarp got up to $47. Now last sold $33, $32, $29. And the Mew EX got up to $25. Now last sold $18, $17, $16. Next, we have the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery. Got up to about $215. Now last sold $192, $172, $180. And then we have the Gengar Trainer Gallery. This card is non-textured, was at $56. Now last sold $34, $34, $36. And the Pikachu is starting to come down also. The sleepy one, this was at $31. Now last sold $25, $29, $26. And the Charizard Trainer Gallery was at $23. Now last sold $19, $16, $17. And we got a couple alternate arts. The Giratina V was at $635. Now last sold $580. Pretty much all at $580. We can get this card shipped right now for $575. And then we got the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. Got to $400. Now last sold $319, $317, $318. Next, we have some promos. We got the Eevee Pokemon Center Stamp promo was at $115. Now last sold $99, $99, $79, $78. And the Mimikyu Pokemon Center Stamp promo got up to $90. Now last sold $73, $71, $82. And the Vaporeon VMAX got up to $105. Now last sold $93, $93, $85. And we got the Vaporeon V promo was at $92. Now last sold $81, $70, $69. And the Flareon and Jolteon just started to come down in price a couple dollars, so I'll probably add them on the next following Friday. Next, we have the Greninja EX promo. This was at $67. Now last sold $59, $55, $56. And then the Kingdra EX promo was at $76. Now last sold $57 for lightly played, otherwise $62, $59, $58. Remember, these are English exclusives right now. Then we got the Pink Mew EX was at $84. Crazy. I bought a ton of these cards at literally like $2 a card. Now last sold $57, $59, $66, $58. Next, we have the Charizard V-Star promo was at $76. Now last sold $58, $56, $59. And the Charizard VMAX promo, that is a lightly played chart, looks the same. Got up to $65. Now last sold $34, $35, 22 of them at $34. But yeah, I know a lot of people panic when stuff goes down in price, but it's actually a really good thing, and it's super normal, and it just gives us more opportunity to buy some super cool stuff a lot cheaper than it was. These are my favorite times in Pokemon when stuff starts coming down in price, because then it's just so fun. You have so many options to buy, unlike before where everything just felt so expensive. So yeah, I'm excited. Next, we got the Sleepy Charizard V after he just got done with the battle with Venusaur. Was at $47. Now last sold $33, $32, $31. And the Charmander regular promo. This is at $43 from Obsidian Flames. Now last sold $34, $32. And the Mewtwo promo from the 151 UPC was at $41. Now last sold $29, $29, $30. And we got the Arceus V promo from Sword and Shield. This was at $35. Now last sold $22, $23. And we're going to end with some graded cards here. I'll be doing my Slab Sunday very soon, so make sure you guys check that out. We got the Charizard EX from 151. This is at $1,386. Now last sold $1,185, $1,155. And that says $725, so that was like a glitch with PSA where stuff was selling super cheap, like almost half off. But still, even at $1,100, much cheaper than almost $1,400. Next, our Greninja EX. This is at $1,146. Now last sold $1,999. And then we have the Pikachu EX. This is at $1,263 in a 10. Now last sold $1,195, $1,179, bunch at $1,195. Next, we have the Team Rockets Mewtwo. This got up to $1,978, which is crazy for a brand new modern card. Now last sold $1,575, $1,600, $1,590. And even some Sword and Shield alternate arts are starting to come down. We got the Gengar VMAX. This is at $2,320. Now last sold $2K, $2,100, $1,975. Next, we got the Lugia V in a 10. This got up to $1,225. Now last sold $1,149, $1,045, $1,085, $1,075, $1,030, $1,100. And we got the Umbreon V. This got up to $1,157. Now last sold $1,038, $1,200, $1,040. And last on the list is actually a Japanese card, and this is that McDonald's Pikachu, now selling for about $120. All last sold $137, $120, $118. And then here we got a sale in September for $239. And we got another sale here at September for $349. But this card was selling for $300s for a while. And now it's a $100 card. There's already like 50,000 of them graded or something crazy like that. I'm not 100% sure on the exact number, but it was a lot. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Find Friday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. And then too, if you guys have not watched my card party video, you guys have to check that out. The last 20 minutes of the video, I do a meet and greet with Danny Phantom, and it was a blast. We're sitting there giving crap back to each other. It's super fun. And then too, if you guys want to support more, you guys can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. And definitely check out that merch and that PSA link. I would really, really appreciate that. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my last Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where I go over the best Lugia cards in Pokemon history, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.